Physical properties of metals. Before we understand in details, let us see what the physical properties of metals are. Luster, hardness, malleability, ductility. Metals are good conductors of heat. Metals are good conductors of electricity, sonority. Now let us see one by one in details. Let us study this with the help of the following activities. To perform the following activities, we need samples of following metals such as iron, copper, aluminium, magnesium, sodium, lead, zinc, and any other metal that is easily available. Let us perform an activity 3.1 for luster. Take samples of iron, copper, aluminium, and magnesium. Note the appearance of each sample. Do they have a shining surface? They have less shiny surface. Clean the surface of each sample by rubbing them with sandpaper and note their appearance again. Now they have shinier surface. Do you know what the shine is called? Metals in their pure state have a shining surface. This property is called as metallic luster. Activity 3.2 to identify hardness of metals. Take small pieces of metal. Try to cut the metal with a sharp knife and note your observations. They are hard to cut. Generally, metals are hard in nature. However, this hardness varies from metal to metal. Let's perform an activity 3.3 to understand malleability. Take pieces of metal. Strike it 4 or 5 times with a hammer. What do you observe? We can observe that there is a change in shape. From this activity we come to know that metals can be beaten into thin sheets. This property is called malleability. Here gold and silver are the most malleable metals. Activity 3.4 Ductility. There is another interesting property of metals, is the ability to draw thin wires. It is called ductility. Because of this property you can see wires of aluminium, copper, iron and so on. Here gold is the most ductile metal. You will be surprised to know that a wire of about 2 kilometers length can be drawn from 1 gram of gold. It is because of their malleability and ductility that metals can be given different shapes according to our needs. Activity 3.5 Metals are good conductors of heat. Can you name some metals that are used for making cooking vessels? Do you know why these metals are used for making vessels? Let us do the activity to find out the answer. Take an aluminium or copper rod. Clamp this rod on a stand. Fix a pin to the free end of the rod using wax. Heat the rod with a spirit lamp, candle, or a burner near the place where it is clamped. What do you observe after some time? It melts the wax and pin drops. One end of metal rod is heated, then we can see that rise in temperature at other end also. From this above activity, we come to know that metals are good conductors of heat and have high melting points. The best conductors of heat are silver and copper. Lead and mercury are comparatively poor conductors of heat. Activity 3.6. Metals are good conductors of electricity. Do metals also conduct electricity? Let us find out by doing an activity. Set up an electric circuit. Consists of battery, wire, bulb, and a metal sample. Place the metal to be tested in the circuit. Between terminals A and B, does the bulb glow? Repeat the same for other materials. Observation. Material and conductivity. Iron nail. It's good conductor. Rubber is bad conductor. Gold piece is bad conductor. Copper wire, it's good conductor. So, from this activity, we come to know that metals are good conductor of electricity. Lastly, sonority. What happens when metals strike a hard surface? Do they produce a sound? The metals that produce a sound on striking a hard surface are said to be sonorous. Can you now say why school bells are made of metals? Because of the sonority property, the bells are made of metals.